Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
According to Starcasm, the Brown family has formally addressed the disparity of the 4 lots that comprise their Coyote Pass property after years of uncertainty and conflict, much of which has been, and will continue to be reflected on Sister Wives. The outlet claims that last Monday, KODY, Robyn, Meri, and Janelle Brown signed warranty documents to transfer title of the 4 contested lots that comprise the more than 14-acre Flagstaff, Arizona property. Fans may recall that in 2018, KODY and his 4 wives paid over $800,000 for Coyote Pass. At first, the family intended to divide the property into 5 equal pieces, giving each wife a plot on which to construct a home and, for some reason, giving KODY his own as well. Since the family purchased Coyote Pass, there have been innumerable discussions and arguments, 3 divorces, and a change in the parcel division because in 2022, KODY's ex-wife Christine Brown gave him and his only surviving wife Robyn her share of the property in exchange for the value of her Flagstaff house. Despite the way the packages were described at the time, Janelle informed fans on Sister Wives earlier this season that she thought Coyote Pass should be divided equally between herself, Meri, KODY, and Robyn because the bulk of it was purchased with joint funds. KODY's name was on all 4 lots prior to the recent ownership change, and Robyn's name was on 2 of them, 1 large lot and 1 tiny lot totaling 7.58 acres. In contrast, Meri jointly owned only one of the bigger lots with Janelle and KODY, 2.24 total acres, while Janelle jointly owned one of the smaller lots with KODY and one of the larger lots with both of them for 0.66 total acres. However, according to the most recent records, the ownership of Coyote Pass has changed. KODY, Robyn, Meri, and Janelle now jointly own the 2 bigger lots, while Janelle and Meri jointly hold one of the smaller lots. According to Starcasm, there is no documentation indicating a change in ownership of the second tiny lot on the site, which was and is still owned by KODY and Robyn. It is unclear when the former multiple family will sell the properties, even though the Browns have finally and apparently fairly split ownership of the 4 contested sites. Since their names were on the majority of the Coyote Pass parcels at the time, Janelle admitted on a January episode of Sister Wives that KODY could do whatever he wanted with the property that he and Robyn are on. Janelle informed Meri, he could do it, but it would be really mean. I don't know who he is anymore, but I hope he hasn't turned into that person. I have no idea who this guy is. During the Coyote Pass controversy, KODY said in another episode earlier this season that he thought about screwing over Janelle, but he maintained that Robyn forbade it. According to KODY, Janelle doesn't trust me because she would screw me if she could. That's my opinion. To be honest, I've considered letting her down. He went on to say that Robyn was the only thing stopping him from doing Janelle any harm. Okay, so I'm being honest, but I won't, he added. My morally upright wife won't let me. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown was in North Carolina, where she has been busy selecting furniture and tiles for her new house on her flower farm. But after spending some time there, the TLC actress caught up with Hunter and Logan and disclosed the current whereabouts of her youngest kid, Gabe. Visit Las Vegas. Janelle informed her followers on social media on Friday that she was headed to Las Vegas, but would continue on to Flagstaff. She returned excitedly to inform that she and Hunter had gone to Logan Brown's for dinner. The dinner appeared to be both excellent and unusual. The mother of 5 living children and the late Garrison Brown shared a picture of herself and her 2 boys at a restaurant on Instagram. She then displayed a few of the goodies they had tucked inside. It's no secret that KODY's ex-second wife loves a good meal. Fans' reactions to the trip. Fans expressed their delight with Janelle's joyful appearance in the comment section. Her visits with her boys usually make her very pleased. That's one proud mama there, one of them wrote. Here are some further answers. Living your life to the fullest, red heart, enjoy it. I've always respected the way you brought up your boys. Adorable. In August 2024, my eldest son passed away. Bless you, from the bottom of my heart. What a lovely family you have, and what a treat. You and the lovely boys. From Brazil, kisses. Gabe, where are you? Janelle Brown also brought up Gabe when discussing going out to supper. "Gabe is in Chicago," she said. "He published his first post from the city in February, however it's unclear what he's doing there. He mentioned that he enjoyed Chicago and may fall in love with the city, according to our story at the time. There is little doubt that the extended Brown family is dispersed around the world. Other family members are in North Carolina, Salt Lake City, Utah, Denver, Colorado, and Flagstaff, Arizona, while Hunter Brown and Logan are in Las Vegas. A few years ago, Audrey Chris and Leon Brown relocated to Denver, and more recently, Paydon, Christine's son, went to North Carolina. Tony Padron, Michael T., and Maddie Brown Brush all moved to the state. Do you think it's great that Janelle was able to see Hunter and Logan in Las Vegas? Tell us in the comments section below. The Sister Wives star Janelle Brown doesn't really need KODY Brown anymore now that her kids are grown, but she surprised viewers this week with a new plan. Christine Brown was just gone when she left. Even when it comes to real estate, she has lost any ties to KODY. But her co-wife and best pal are another story. Sister Wives Janelle Brown describes her approach. Janelle Brown's ex-partner finds it annoying that she spends so much time with Christine Brown. Unlike Christine, Janelle declines to call her marital status a divorce. Since she never legally married her sister wives' husband, who was shared by 4 women, she does not view herself as divorced as a realist. In addition, she has other grievances against KODY Brown, starting with the way he handles her kids. It appears that Janelle feels her boys were not allowed to go to KODY's house, unless they first expressed regret to Robyn Brown. Despite everything, though, this mother of 6 is still working toward her goal of creating KODY Pass. However, she seems to be the only Sister Wives member who plans to do so. Will KODY Brown not be Janelle's neighbor? The latest reports indicate that KODY and Robyn Brown will not be building on KODY Pass. Janelle said during last Sunday's Sister Wives show that they cannot build until the land is paid for. Janelle sees several ways to do so, but she cites the house they all purchased for Robyn as a roadblock in her search for the funds. She is obligated and determined to begin building on that site, though. She even shared her house ideas for Christine on Sister Wives this week. Current reports, however, state that Robyn and KODY will not be building there. Thus, she will be the sole occupant of the KODY Pass property. Sister Wives Janelle and KODY pay off the land. Janelle and KODY did what we see them doing in the episode about a year ago. They are talking about what they will do for Thanksgiving. But last year, that was the holiday on the show. Janelle and her co-wife were examining the house plans at the same moment. However, a recent report claims that Janelle and KODY have paid off another plot of land in addition to the plot she plans to build on. Janelle's persistence seems to have paid off. Her ideal KODY Pass home is getting closer to becoming a reality today. But that means she'll be living next door to Robyn and KODY, isn't that right? Given the breakdown of the family, KODY Brown has no plans to build on KODY Pass, according to another source this week. Janelle Brown made an appearance on Sister Wives last week to talk about her home's renovation plans. She intends to build this home on her land according to the original blueprint. The latest reports also state that Janelle and KODY Brown paid for that parcel, which eliminated the construction barrier. Utah is the native state of both Christine Brown and Meri Brown. Janelle is the only wife who left KODY and seems to still wish to live near him, even if it seems like he is no longer building. If these reports are genuine, Janelle Brown may get KODY Pass all to herself. On Sunday at 10 p.m., Sister Wives Season 18 will resume on TLC. Fans of Sister Wives star Meri Brown are discussing a recent photo she posted online that appears to show she moved on with someone else. Nevertheless, longtime fans of the TLC program have heard Meri say that each time she posts a photo of herself on social media, she is often linked to a new romantic partner. This season, Meri's sense of humor appears to be more vibrant, though, so it's likely that this man was given some sort of hysterical disclaimer before the photo was taken. Sister wife Meri Brown goes on from her spouse. While viewers of the TLC series quarrel about this photo of Meri Brown with an unnamed man, she is most likely having a good time. Although she never mentions his name in her communication, she calls him a good friend. According to rumors, his name is J.D. Crawford. On a recent Friday, Meri was in unusual form when she talked about dating with her online program friends. But she didn't go into further detail. This is most likely because if she is dating, the Sister Wives show ought to disclose it. She joked, though, that she wouldn't mind dating a pilot. But that's most likely due to her love of travel. As you share, Meri is aware of disclaimers. Meri Brown claimed that she is unable to discuss anything on her online program because of her Sister Wives contract. This suggests that when she addresses her admirers, she should be aware of one disclaimer. She most likely couldn't tell you whether or not this guy was a potential love interest because of this. But you learn a lot from seeing Meri Brown and her best friend Jen Sullivan on Friday night. Meri Brown's tendency to laugh is well known to Sister Wives fans. But for a couple of the early seasons, she always seemed depressed. But this season, she seems to have found her humor again. She may also make fun of herself, in addition to finding many things funny. In the opening episode of the new season, Sister Wives viewers got a taste of it when she warned about KODY Brown and his wives' turkeys. When they were discussing Thanksgiving, she remarked that KODY Brown likes Robyn Brown's turkey better than hers. But the way it came out made her chuckle. Then she suggested KODY join, so he could eat all of his wives' turkeys. The fact that it sounded a touch risque undoubtedly made her laugh uncontrollably. Sister Wives. Another word of caution to the nameless man? Whoever the man in the photo was, keep in mind Meri's sense of humor. She probably provided her companion a disclaimer of his own when she snapped that photo. She probably told him to get ready to be known as Meri Brown's new boyfriend by the time the internet community gets finished with him. Meri and Jen talked about this a while back. They joke about the several subjects that attract media attention during their Friday talk. The same is true of the Sister Wives television series. Viewers of Sister Wives seem to be getting a lot of mileage out of Robyn Brown's most recent tantrum. She blames her co-wives for ruining her chance to enjoy her golden years with them while lounging on a veranda. To see it, watch the video below. Thus, even though Meri Brown says that he is a close friend, this man emerges from the gossip mill as her new boyfriend. Meri once hinted that practically everyone she is pictured with ends up becoming her secret lover. She does, however, answer with a witty disclaimer every time someone wants to snap a picture with her, which is fairly reasonable given her sense of humor. Sister Wives shock. KODY, Robyn, Meri and Janelle Brown revising Coyote Pass ownership for equal property division. What this means for their future. Introduction. The shocking move that could change everything for the Browns, Coyote Pass ownership revised. The Sister Wives family is no stranger to drama, and now, in one of the most jaw-dropping developments ever, KODY Brown and his wives, Robyn, Meri, and Janelle, have made an earth-shattering decision to revise the ownership of Coyote Pass. That's right. The once controversial property division, which had left tensions high between the wives, is being flipped on its head. In a move that is sending shockwaves through the family and the show, the Browns have officially agreed to an equal division of Coyote Pass, ensuring that each wife has a fair stake in the property. This decision comes after years of internal family turmoil, unanswered questions, and growing dissatisfaction with KODY's original approach to land ownership. The once fractured dynamic among the wives, who had felt neglected or sidelined by KODY's favoritism towards Robyn, is now at a turning point. But will this equal distribution lead to peace, or will it ignite even bigger fires within the family? In this explosive exposé, we're going to break down every shocking detail of the property revision, what this means for the future of the Brown family, and how each wife is reacting to this monumental change. From who stands to gain the most to how this decision could affect KODY's already strained relationships, we've got all the juicy details you can't miss. Buckle up, this is the story you've been waiting for. Section 1. Coyote Pass, the land that started it all, and the divide between the Browns. The saga of Coyote Pass began with grand dreams and lofty expectations. KODY Brown and his wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, envisioned building their perfect family compound on the expansive property in Flagstaff, Arizona. The land was supposed to be a symbol of unity and shared dreams, where all four wives would have homes close to each other, reinforcing their polygamous family structure. But things didn't go according to plan. While the idea of Coyote Pass was a symbol of family togetherness, the reality of the land soon became the source of countless tensions. Over the years, it became clear that there were deep divisions within the family regarding how the land would be divided and whose vision would take precedence. At the heart of the conflict was the feeling of favoritism KODY showed toward his youngest wife, Robyn. Fans of the show have long noticed that Robyn seemed to have the most say in decisions about the property, especially when it came to her own home and its design. Meanwhile, Meri&Janelle were left feeling sidelined and frustrated as their visions for their own homes were pushed aside. But now, with the new revision of KODY Pass ownership, everything is about to change. The question on everyone's minds is, how do we go from family division to equal land ownership? And is this a decision that could finally bring peace to the Browns, or set off an even bigger storm? Section 2. The growing tensions and the inequality of KODY Pass ownership, how the wives felt about the original plan. Before the revision, tensions were at an all-time high between KODY and his wives, particularly Meri&Janelle. Both wives expressed dissatisfaction with the unequal division of KODY Pass, feeling that KODY was giving Robyn special treatment. The favoritism was palpable, with Robyn securing prime land and the largest house plan, while the other wives were relegated to smaller plots and less desirable locations. Meri, who had long been at odds with KODY over her perceived lack of importance in the family, was vocal about her dissatisfaction. After all, as the first wife, she had expected a more equal share of the property. Meanwhile, Janelle, who had been married to KODY for over 2 decades, also felt frustrated by the lack of consideration for her wishes and needs. Christine, who had previously been a part of the family but eventually left, also had her say in the discussions surrounding KODY Pass. Her departure left a noticeable gap in the family dynamics, but her departure didn't erase the lingering resentment from the past. Was the property division partially responsible for her decision to leave? And how did it impact the other wives? This section would explore the buildup of frustrations and how the original plans for the property didn't sit well with the family. Fans witnessed these emotional conversations and heated arguments on TV, where KODY's handling of the property became a symbol of deeper issues within the family. Section 3. The shocking new revision. What changed in the KODY Pass ownership? So, what exactly changed in the KODY Pass property division? How did KODY and the wives go from a contentious setup to agreeing on a more equal distribution? In a surprising turn of events, KODY and the wives came to an agreement that ensured each wife had an equal share of the land. This included more balanced property sizes for each wife, with a revised blueprint that gave each wife a fair stake in the future of KODY Pass. No longer would Robyn have the most privileged position. Now, Meri&Janelle and Robyn would all have equally valued plots, each with the potential to build the homes they desired. The revised ownership also came with changes in how the land would be managed. Gone were the days of KODY making unilateral decisions. Instead, the wives now have a direct say in the land's future development, and each wife's voice is being given equal weight in the decision-making process. The family also agreed on a more structured plan for building the homes, one that involves compromise and cooperation rather than division. The key takeaway from this shocking revision is that the Browns are now trying to create a more balanced and fair setup where no one wife feels left behind. However, the question remains, was this truly a step toward healing, or is this just a temporary fix to the underlying issues that have plagued the family for years? Section 4. Reactions from the wives. How KODY, Robyn, Meri&Janelle are responding to the new KODY Pass plan. Of course, the biggest question on everyone's mind is how each of the wives is reacting to the revised KODY Pass ownership. The decision has sparked mixed emotions, with each wife expressing both hope and skepticism. KODY's perspective. As the patriarch of the family, KODY's opinion is crucial in understanding the true meaning behind the revision. Is this a genuine attempt to bring the family together, or is KODY simply trying to appease his wives to avoid further conflict? Fans are eager to see if KODY's decision marks a true turning point in his relationships with each wife, especially as he navigates the fallout from previous decisions. Robyn's perspective. Robyn, who has long been seen as KODY's favorite wife, must now adjust to the fact that she no longer has preferential treatment in terms of property. How does she feel about the revised division, and will this impact her relationship with KODY moving forward? Is she ready to share the spotlight with the other wives? Meri's perspective. As the first wife, Meri has always felt left out in terms of KODY pass ownership. But now, with the revision, she's been given an equal stake. How does she feel about this newfound power? Is it enough to mend her relationship with KODY, or does it merely scratch the surface of a much deeper issue? Janelle's perspective. Janelle, who has always been more independent, has expressed frustration in the past about the lack of consideration for her needs. With the new arrangement, she now has more control over her own land. How does she feel about the change, and what are her plans for the future? Each wife's reaction to this new arrangement is filled with tension, excitement, and a sense of cautious optimism. This section would break down their individual perspectives and how they view the revised KODY pass ownership, as well as how this new change will impact their relationships with KODY and each other.